What's going on, everybody? I know you guys have been playing or heard about Clair Obscur Expedition 33, as we just like to call it, Expedition 33. Pretty fun game, pretty good turn-based game that came out recently from a team of like 30 devs taking the gaming industry by storm at the moment. But they just released the latest patch. So this patch is patch 1.2.3. It's now live. Here are the fixes and the changes. Steam Deck, fixed backgrounds of various menus not displaying properly on the Steam Deck. This game can play on Steam Deck? How does that even work, man? PC Game Pass, PS5 controllers are now compatible. Various Ultrawide fixes. Gameplay no longer becomes zoomed after a cutscene occurs in Ultrawide resolutions. The options menu image will no longer be stretched in Ultrawide resolutions. Combat UI now adapts correctly to Ultrawide resolutions. Game will no longer minimize upon changing settings in Ultrawide resolution. Cutscenes won't letterbox in 32:9 aspect ratio. And the title screen now displays full screen when the game is launched in Ultrawide resolution for you Ultrawide enjoyers. Mouse and keyboard, UI, button prompts, and expedition menu are now visible and fully able to be triggered with a keyboard. Mouse buttons do not become unresponsive after first use, with the mouse cursor on screen using WASD or directional arrows to navigate in the UI or trigger any other functionality will no longer hide the cursor instead of doing the intended action. Left mouse button click will no longer block the player from using keyboard to navigate menus. Mouse input is not lost after the first jump counterattack if it is pressed only once. Now we have fixed areas of the world map where you can get stuck. I haven't had this experience yet, but it seems like a funny thing. Between lanterns scattered on the ground near Stone Wave Cliff Portal, while walking on the shipwreck near the Forgotten Battlefield level entrance. Between lanterns on the ground near Borgin encounter next to Stone Wave Cliffs level. Between two small rocks located between Spring Meadows and Abyss Cave. Between bases and corals when jumping from rooftops. Between various rocks. And ruins behind Flying Manor level entrance, near the bridge between Flying Waters and Spring Meadows, in the rocks on the world map near Flying Waters, next to Hardened Land close to Flying Waters location exit. Fix situations where Eski specifically would get stuck, poor guy, when taking off from paint bridges, making him fall through the bridge and restrict movement, when flying into bottom parts of levitating structures near visages, near the Flying Waters entrance level, near a giant hammer when traversing close to Blade's graveyard level. For weapons and skills and tuning, and then we'll go into other fixes after that. They fixed the lithium attribute scaling not working at high level, reduced initial vitality scaling from A to C, will still end at S at max level, added luck scaling starting at D, fixed Blizzon attribute scaling not working at high level, reduced initial luck scaling from B to C, will still end at S at max level, added defense scaling starting at D, fixed Metal Third Lumina, doubling all damage in virtual stance instead of doubling only burn damage. Stendhal reduced damage by 40%. Other fixes, boss encounter and Stone Wave Cliffs can now be finished on New Game Plus. You will no longer be blocked by the journal UI window after opening the first journal in the Spring Meadows. Fixed being unable to shoot in free aim while exploring levels due to Warren triggers. Lune and Monaco no longer spawn in same place during the end of their level 6 relationship quests if they are completed without going to camp or Lune. If at camp you remember the objective, then quickly choose to go to sleep and immediately after press leave, the screen no longer goes black. You can no longer trigger the Discovering the Truth cutscene in the old Lumiere a second time in a row. Splitting the party forever with only Verso and Mail in it. Update to rolling credits. What's the update to the rolling credits? It sounded like they did some nerfs here. A lot of people were showing some crazy damage numbers. So they're probably like, hold on, y'all doing too much damage here. Let's go ahead and dial it back a little bit. I don't know how it's going to affect anything. I'm still kind of early in the game. But this is the first series of patches we're looking to do over the coming months. We're still investigating many feature requests and issues for future updates. Tomorrow comes, thanks to you, the Expedition 33 team. I don't think there's a photo mode in there in the game. So I bet you that's going to be something that we see in a patch coming up, a screenshot mode. But that's it. Just some quick patch notes for you guys. Things that have changed. If there's anything affects you here, let me know in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching this video. And until next time, subscribe and peace.